medicine, right? Sports injuries versus your injuries. We all see them shows where some sports star, he's got a mild injury, right? And of course, he probably shouldn't be playing. And we know he shouldn't be playing. But of course, there's the guy who insists that he gets that injection in his knee, and he goes out and plays football, and he blows his chances at college because he got that injection in his knee. What did that injection do? It made it so that he hurt less. Did it fix his problem? No, it made it worse. It made it so that rather than feeling his injury, he overexerted. Screwed himself over permanently. Screwed himself out of a college scholarship. Y'all know how that works. And you feel sorry for him. Like, if he'd just taken it easy for a game, not gotten that injection, not gone out to play again, he wouldn't have ruined his whole life. Well, he didn't ruin his whole life. What do you do for a fucking living? You got a factory job or a construction job. You have to actually work. That's not to say that sports is not physically demanding and that you don't have to work. But let's take a look at your chances of getting an injury playing sports versus your chances of getting a brain injury using your brain. How likely is it that you are going to give yourself a brain injury while sitting at your desk doing math? Don't say, oh, well, the ceiling panel could fall in. That's not giving yourself a brain injury. That's a physical impact. That's not doing it to yourself. Oh, well, if you hadn't sat there, shut the fuck up, stupid. Now, what's this got to do with your injuries? Well, you feel sorry for that sports star who screwed up his knee or screwed up his whatever it is he happened to screw up. And he got that medication once so that he didn't have to feel it, and he overexerted himself. What do you do every day? How many of you are on a regimen of 12 Tylenol or more per day? How many of you are fucking up your livers in addition to the original injury because you're not feeling it? Meanwhile, this isn't just one game, one injection into your knee. You're going through this shit lifelong. While your doctor tells you, hey, you need to take a load off. You need to lay yourself up in bed for a week and allow yourself to repair, possibly even 2 weeks. Your job is not going to allow you to fucking do that. Not even with a doctor's note in most cases. Doesn't matter. Now me, the medications that they want to give me for my back are opiates. Or there's a special type of Tylenol with something else in it that ain't no good. You're destroying your liver by taking that crap every day. When you get back from work, you're in a lot of pain and you don't really feel like doing anything except trying to recover, but then you're getting bitched at, ain't you? You got stuff to do. You got responsibilities. You need to man up and so on and so on. So what do? You screw up your injury even more every single day by going to work before you're healed up. Every day. Meanwhile, that guy who screwed up his college scholarship, he's working right next to you. His knee injury may have prevented him from becoming a multimillionaire playing football for the Seattle Super Sea Chickens or the Denver Broncos. Oh, fucking well. Alright, so he ruined his chances at playing football. Oh, well. He's still got to work. You still got to work. Whether you made it to the Seattle Supersonics playing basketball or Seattle Super Sea Chickens playing foosball. Makes no difference whatsoever. You guys go out there and you do all that preparation work and you get yourselves a job doing something decent for humanity. Still ain't no guarantee. Meanwhile, we pay sports stars a lot of money because they have chances of getting injured. But as a construction worker or a road worker, especially a roadway worker, you have a much, much higher chance of getting injured every year. Much higher. I found a ring. A little plastic thing. Ooh, it's real metal. Peace, homie. Alright. You guys don't feel sorry for yourselves the way you do for that football star, do you? Even if it's just a fictional one on TV. Varsity Blues and all that. Not that any of y'all have ever watched that movie, but it was kind of popular when I was growing up. Lots of people like football. Not very many people like factory jobs. Alright. Well, time to get back to my car. My back is killing me, and I don't really feel like walking around for 4 hours in this kind of pain. When you are autistic, you kind of have a higher pain threshold than most. You can tolerate more physically than most. With those physical tolerances, adding medications on top of it, it increases our chances of becoming even more injured than you guys are capable of becoming, because you can't tolerate this kind of pain. You're incapable. Some of you who have a high pain threshold, you know what I'm talking about. But also, just because you have a high pain threshold doesn't mean you don't feel pain. On the bright side. Oh wait, there is no fucking bright side. I was targeted and there was nobody there for my safety. Nobody there for my protection. Nobody there for my rights, and still has not been. It's just bullshit from a bunch of bullshitters. You know, after 6 years, a lot of these pieces of shit that were told to leave are still on my friends list, still have not removed themselves. Well, if I have to remove you, it's not pleasant. Ask anyone who I've had to remove. I'm not fucking nice. You expecting me to be fucking nice to predators means that you are completely fucking insane. Just like the idea that that poor guy screwed up his knee and can't play football professionally now, isn't going to be making millions of dollars now. Well, guess what? He's still able to work, isn't he? He's still able to work that factory job right next to you, even with his permanent knee injury. And he's expected to. And just like that day that he had to take that injection in his knee, had to, right? It's always some scenario where he has to, isn't it? Why is my door open? I probably left it that way, or I forgot to put my seatbelt across it so it wouldn't be open. And you going to work every day, eating all your Tylenol, screwing up your liver and screwing up your back even worse. You're not following doctor's instructions because the money is what's important here, isn't it? It's always the money that's important. Sure, you could do good things for yourself and your family, but you can't. You can't even raise your own fucking kids. You got to go to work. Your spouse has to go to work if you have a spouse. You got to get government assistance paying for all sorts of shit for childcare for your kids to be raised by people that, well, statistically, what are the chances of a female teacher having sex with your son? They're a lot greater than one of your male teachers having sex with a female student. But a male teacher is looking at 16 to 40 years, depending on where you're at on average. The female teacher gets on average 8 months. 8 months. Oh my god. Oh my god. My, oh my god. Yeah. Holy Christ. Ah. Fuck. A great idea about not taking opiates. First of all, I don't get addicted to that shit. The second is that when I'm in fucking pain, I know it. Fake it till you make it right. That doesn't fucking work. Meanwhile, it's nothing touches the pain. It just makes it worse when it wears off, which many of y'all don't pay any attention to. And when you tear your body up worse while you're injected or on pills or whatever it is you happen to be taking, sure, it might be intravenously, it might be hooked up to a drip, it might be in pill form. A lot of different ways to take your meds, right? But if you're overexerting yourself like that football player, you feel bad for that football player because he ruined his whole life, right? He's working right next to you. Is your whole life ruined? You're doing the same thing that he did. Matter of fact, even at the factory job, he's doing the same thing you are. Same sports injury. He's still taking a regimen of vitamins and fucking Tylenol. Just like you are for your screwed up back. And back pain is so screwed up. Like, it doesn't ever go away. It never leaves. It's always there. It is a fucking constant. Ah, shit. Motherfuckers. God damn it. Ah. You fucking pieces of shit. You're stupid. You fucking hurt yourselves every day for a bunch of rich bastards who don't give a shit about you. Then you want to fucking bitch about people getting Obama phones and Obamacare. Holy shit, dude. America was rich enough that none of us had to live like this. It's not that rich anymore because they keep ripping you off and giving it all to women. Do I mean that literally? No. A man is still allowed to keep around 40% of his wages for himself. 60%, well, goes to women's purchases. And 100% of her money goes to women's purchases. Women have 80% of the buying power in the country. While women complain that they get paid less, they work less. On average, 7 hours of overtime less per week. That's average. It's a lot of money. Also, it puts a lot of men in a different tax bracket, which drops it significantly. We don't expect women to do the hard jobs that tear your body down. We don't expect them to do it. We don't even expect them to try. In many cases, in many places here in the United States, we don't even require a woman to know how to change her own tire. That's insanity. This country is disgusting, and its citizens just ain't that bright. One-on-one, they're capable of intelligence, but how often do we get that? We don't. We victimize the easiest to victimize in this country, and we pretend to ourselves that it's okay. We set up programs that are supposed to help out people without families. Specifically set up because there are so many of us who have families that are just complete shit. But then again, none of those programs are going to do their jobs unless friend or family gives a shit. Are you not getting this? You'll help a woman out almost immediately. With a man, you tell him he's on his own regardless of his injury. God bless America, right? Now, I'm tired of 80% of men getting treated like shit over the 20% of men that you are willing to date. I'm tired of fat people trying to shame men into dating them. We don't owe it to you to date us. Does a bald man, do you owe it to him to give him a date because he's bald? How about a short man? Do you owe it to him to give him a date because he's short? How about an ugly man? Do you owe it to him to give him a date because he's ugly? These double standards are fucking disgusting. They're also stupid. They screw you over. You being a sexist screws you over. You being an idiot with medications and pills screws you over. You standing by idly while a bunch of rich assholes profit off of your demise doesn't give me much hope for humanity, and it certainly doesn't give me any hope whatsoever that you will ever do anything other than something stupid because you're told.